I'm not asking the Bureau to stop their search. But you could stop going after her just to get back at me.
After all the lives your operations have cost after Caitlin, you have the nerve to imply that I would endanger a subject for you?
Well, just imagine what it'll do for your career, Lee. You know? You nail this guy and you protect a woman and her son in the process. I mean, that's got to be good for at least 1 or 2 pay raises, maybe a corner office, headlines, good headlines this time, as opposed to the bad ones you're going to get for chasing after a woman who's just trying to protect her child.
What do you know about Marty Saybrook and her son, and how does it connect to my guy?
Well, it's on a need-to-know basis, and since you and I are going to be working side by side on this case, you don't need to know.
Nigel, I want you to take me to Clint at once.
I just told you they've gone riding. They could be anywhere on the property.
Well, surely there is some way to find him.
Yeah, Clint's a little old school, but the man's got a cell phone.
And Mr. Buchanan doesn't like to use his mobile phone on rides. He says it disturbs the horses.
Well, then get one of the ranch hands to find them. I need to speak to him immediately.
Mrs. Buchanan has given the staff the night off in honor of her late husband, but I'd be happy to make you at home until Mr. Buchanan and Miss Hannon return.
While you're in a welcoming mood, why don't you make a little bedroom up for my husband and myself?
May I ask what brings Mr. and Mrs. Vickers here?
Nigel, I haven't the foggiest.
Oh, financial business of a personal nature.
So, where is this here stallion that I'm supposed to be taming?
We'll get to that in a minute, but I thought that we would gauge your aptitude for all of this on an inanimate object before we get to the real deal.
My aptitude? I'll have you know I got a 99th percentile on my LSATs.
I'll mention that to the horse. Now then, the most important thing you have to remember is you have to commit. Now put aside any nervousness you might have, because the animal is going to pick up on that and you'll get off on a bad start.
Okay, commit. Easy as pie.
Okay.
All right.
Number 1 is commit. Number 2 is you just look.
See, I committed and I did it.
Yeah, you did it. The problem is you're facing the horse's rear end. Even go there.
Well, says who?
Says the saddle. Look what you're holding. That's the back of the saddle. So you would be facing south, the horse would be walking north, and that's something we want to avoid at all costs. So, Smarty, why don't you get yourself down and we'll try this again. Oh, no.
Where are we?
We are someplace isolated in Ireland.
Ireland. How did we get here?
I don't know. I came back into my hotel room in New Orleans and there was a man there. He grabbed me from behind and the next thing I know, I woke up here.
I went back to my apartment to get my cell phone, and there was a guy there. He had a mask on.
A death mask?
Yeah, how'd you know?
Because I saw him on Halloween.
Yeah, he was outside of Star's house that night.
He was looking for us. Sweetie, I promise you. Okay, I am not gonna let anything happen to you.
Mom,
okay?
Mom, who are these guys? What do they want from us?
I know how Thornhart was killed. I think I know why he was killed, and I even know his last words. There's no downside on this for you, Lee. All you have to do is pull your resources with me. And when we catch this guy, I'll fade into the woodwork, and you can have all the credit.
But I don't trust you.
Well, it doesn't really matter. Your case is cold without me. I got the only lead.
If we do this, we do it.
Yes, your way. I know. I know the drill. All right, now let's see that file.
All right. I'll arrange transport to D.C. You see the file, then you tell me everything you know.
Let's do it fast. I need to find Marty and Cole.
What? You giving up on Marcy?
Dad, I'm glad you called.
Hey, how's my girl?
I'm okay.
You don't sound okay.
It's just this whole thing with Cole, it's really scaring me. Commissioner Buchanan said that his mom's missing too.
Yeah, I know, sweetie.
Dad, I just don't know what to do.
No, don't give up hope.
But the cops don't know anything.
You know, look at it this way. If Cole and Marty are both missing, then they're probably together. And if they're together, they'll figure a way out of whatever mess they're in.
Dad, you don't know that.
I know Marty, and she's not going to let anything happen to Cole. Now, your mom and I will be home soon, and you won't be alone with this thing. And if Cole and Marty aren't back by the time I get home, then I will personally go out there and hunt your boyfriend down myself. How about that?
But you hate Cole.
Yes, but I love you, and that's all that matters. Try to take it easy now, okay? We'll call you later.
Did she sound as bad as I think?
Marcy McBain took my baby boy away from me. And she's taking me away from Star and Jack. She's gonna pay.
You two get this wrapped up by the time I get back.
You going to D.C. with that clown? My family is still missing.
Marty and Cole are missing too. The difference is they've been abducted by a very dangerous guy, Mike. They're on the clock.
John, Marcy and Tommy are dealing with the FBI and Todd Manning.
They'll be in a lot less trouble now that Ramsey's off their trail.
You stop looking for her now. We might not find her. She could disappear with Tommy forever.
No matter what happens, Mike, they're safe and they're alive.
Not if Todd Manning finds them
Manning
first.
is not going to hurt Marcy.
Oh, come on, man. The guy is a complete psycho, and you know it. You were supposed to protect Marcy from him. Please, John, let the FBI find Marty. Don't abandon my wife.